Let me get another bite. Okay. Good morning. So, man, that oatmeal went down a little too fast. Alright, so this morning we are doing Ninja Turtles. I used to love these guys so much. I used to have like my brother, but I used to steal it all the time for my Barbies. The little toy minivan that they had that was so cool. It had like a bunch of buttons and things came out, and there was a telephone pole that attached to the back of it. That was kind of weird. But I just used to love those in the movies and the cartoons. But yeah, the remake was okay. I wasn't too thrilled with it. I'm still a sucker for the 90s one. But good morning, and thank you for joining me. And I want to just say that I hope that you and your families are safe, and that if you hear any of my friends, my family, that they're doing their best to help me out by being very respectful and keeping the noise down. But I mean, when you have a family, a house full, a family, you know, you're gonna hear like the toilet flush. You're gonna hear them making food in the kitchen. You're gonna hear them laughing, them talking, and they do so awesome. They are so awesome by trying to keep it low for me, because they know that I enjoy doing this, and they're very respectful of that. So I appreciate them. So today, what we're going to need is blue. We're going to be the blue Ninja Turtle. What's his name? I can't remember. Do you know his name? If you know his name, leave it in the comments. Green. Melted California black, or solid white. And that's it. I'm not going to fill in my eyes. I'm not going to fill in my eyes. Hold on a second. I think I might be having a So, you're not going to be filling eyes. We're going to be doing a mask today, but we do need our hair out of the way. So, get your little munchkins, get their hair wet, or get your hairpins. And hairpins, all the ones I use are from Dollar Tree. I'm not ashamed to say that I am a frequent beauty supply shopper at Dollar Tree, not primarily for any makeup, unless I have like a fine colored lipstick. But yeah. So let me see something real quick. Yeah, my mic was acting up. Okay. That being said, that's problems handled, and now I do look like a Ninja Turtle. I look bald. Alright. So, Ninja Turtle. Because we're doing a mask, we're going to be going around the eyes. We're going to stop around the chin and stick with our nose. I'm going to use my favorite. Whoa. I'm like, that's not my big one, but this is my big one. We're going to be using this one. We're going to take this guy, and we're going to go. And we're also going to be using our blue. So we're going to take the smaller one, this guy, and we are going to make the mask. So I like to make the mask first. Do I like to make the mask first? I mean, it really doesn't matter, but we're going to make the mask first. So I'm going to spritz. Now, make sure you don't spritz towards the camera or your mirror. But because we're using a flat brush, we're just going back and forth. Now, anyone who is new to the channel, I only use water-based water-based face paints. It's so that it easily comes off with soap and water. There we go. And I know, like, if you're really passionate about it and you want to get it for, like, Halloween or something for you and your kids, or a couple times a year for family picnics, or whatever tickles your fancy, they have, like, smaller kits where they have, like, stuff that's, like, half this size, like, half that, and they sell them in, like, little kits, but those can run anywhere from, like, $40 to $120 depending. So I buy like these tubs because they're for how many face paints I was doing, it works out really nicely for those. But yeah, you just gotta pick your battles and figure out what you're doing. But if you're just helping out like your family, it's good to just get the little guys. I started out with the small, like $20 starter kit on the fake plastic paint palette for my cousin's school functions. I would volunteer to help out because I like to volunteer, but it was for family, and you do what you can for family. All right, so because I got on my high horse there and started talking, my paint got a little dry, so I'm just reapplying some water to it. We're going back and forth, loading up our brush, so we want it nice and solid, like so. Look how pretty it shines. Oh, look at you. Okay. We are going, so they kind of have like the eyebrow drawn out. And his mom watches this, so he might see me. There's a little boy who his mommy loved him so much. She hired me to paint him every single one of the Ninja Turtles. And I painted them on little tiny not tiny, but like 5 by maybe not like 8 big. They were cute. And it was the first time I'd done those, and so if you haven't noticed, we're doing like a cat burglar type thing because they had their secret identities, because someone found out that the turtle wasn't a costume. They would have gotten in big trouble. But anywho, yeah, he's a cute little boy. I won't say his name just because I want to be respectful to family, but he used to be obsessed with Ninja Turtles. They're so cute. Then he went into dinosaurs. Now I guess he's into superheroes because he really, really liked my Captain America. Right, so one of the reasons why I don't like using, especially just on myself, paintbrushes is because you have to like reapply to a bunch of places that you're not happy with. I'm just going around my eye. This one normally is a pretty quick one because my face is a lot bigger than most of the little ones I paint. So what takes me 30 minutes to explain to do on myself would normally take me about 5 minutes to do on a child. But we're just trying to make it even. And this brush is not one of the ones I typically use a lot, so it's not as soft, so it's a little rough. I'm not saying it's hurting. I'm just saying that it's new. It's not broken in yet. I typically only use my broken in brushes on kids. Alright, we're gonna go around the eye. If you notice, see how it's like light and then dark. So, and I got a wee bit close to that eye. Well, we gotta even it out, do we? I always forget to bring out my Q-tips. Yeah. We'll get close, but not super close. There goes my not super close. Hi, Elizabeth. I'll see you later in our work meeting. So, with this, now we're applying, make sure you get those hairy eyebrows. I'm going to just go all the way up in there. Try to flatten them out. There we go. Get as close to your eye as you feel safe doing. And this paint, I'm just going to need to keep getting it wet. I think the green will go on a lot smoother. I'm going to be using one of our round brushes for that. I probably should have used a bigger brush, but I did not think that I was going to do this big of a mask on me. But, you know, goes to show the plans of mice and men. But head, I got too close. That's my problem. I just go too far all the time. Go as close as you feel safe. I, however, went way too close for my liking, but I already started, so I can't stop. I know this is taking forever. I don't like it. That is taking forever. And if you see some places that are light, you just touch those on up. But I think for right now, we're just gonna let it be. I feel like a kid superhero right now. I mean, technically, I would be. Ninja Turtles are superheroes. Alright, so we are gonna get it, our big round one, nice and moist. And we are gonna spritz our green. And we are going to spin, darling. We're just going to spin. Like so. We're going to load her on up. Test her out. Ooh, look at the two. Alright, so we're going to be doing forehead, cheeks, and nose. So, for the forehead, we are just going to go like that. Make sure it's round, a little bit turtly. Are you turtly enough for the turtle club? Most kids who watch this won't know what I'm talking about. All the parents who were able to watch really bad kid movies, like Master of Disguise. I want to be a Master of Disguise. Oh my gosh, I loved that movie. But yes, are you turtly enough for the turtle club? I wouldn't be turtly enough. But I highly recommend that movie for kids, even though it's awesomely bad. Very B-movie. Not B-movie, just very kid. Like, I loved Spy Kids, but I wouldn't say it's like the best kids movie. But it is really, for me, it was a really great movie. I loved Spy Kids. Alright, so now we're going to do cheeks. So we're going to go here. We're going to go up. So try to match. This one is a little sharper. And we are going to get our paintbrush wet again. Dip it in our green. See how faster it's going? Maybe we should have done the blue in this. And then we're going to just do around our nose, like so. And fill her on in. Try not to touch the blue, because the two colors will mix. So just know that we're going to outline it. So just get as close as you can. Oh man, I love these colors. They're cute. Just follow your lines. Fill her on in. My boyfriend has an uncle, I think he would be. Or is it a cousin? No, I think it's a cousin. That is a little boy. He's like, I want to say maybe 6 years old. Maybe 5. And he wanted me to face paint him as a turtle. I did. And oh my gosh, was he the cutest little turtle. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. They once had a baby blue color mask, and it was for their female turtle. It didn't last long, but I always thought that was cool. Alright, touch up any space that you feel like you might have missed something, like the top of my nose feels like it could use some. My forehead Looks a little duller now. So I'm just going to reapply some. Make a little wave. And we still have to do a blue ribbon on the side. So, oh, scratch my ear. Okay. So, we're going to let this dry. Bust out our handy dandy princess fan. Dry our face off a little bit. Ooh, it's cold. That's one of the things that the kids always say to me is, oh, it's cold. And then you have the parents, when they get theirs done, they go, oh, this is so relaxing. I'm like, oh, well, let me bust out my fan, make you feel really special. And they go, fun. Okay. Oh. Okay. So we're going to wet. Before we do any of our black detailing, I want to make sure that we get all the color out first. So now we're going to go back on our blue. So we're going to take a round brush, dip into our water, dab it to make sure you get off all the extra blue, or all the extra water. Load up your brush. Okay, I can already tell that it's going to be dripping down the thing. So you just take your drop towel, and we're going to add a little knot right here. And then we're going to have it just tie right there. And then, because we have the blue wet again, if you see any spots that need to be touched up on your blue, like I kind of want my eye to be touched up a little bit, and this is just for me. No one is going to be like, you're a little spotty. I'll be like, no, you are. If you see how like, when you paint on with a paintbrush, now such a large canvas, you can see how it like bends with the skin. It kind of adds like a really tight mask. So that's always why when I can use a sponge, I do, because it goes on quite evenly. And it doesn't give me any grief. Alright, we're done with those. Now we're going to take our handy dandy brush. Our tiny detail brush. I'm going to take this. I'm going to take our melted California black. And we're going to spritz our black. Make sure it's nice and moist. Moist, darling. Make sure that's moist. Spiral between your fingertips. Just roll it like that. Load up your brush. And you're gonna test it out. I like that. There. I like that. But now I used all of the paint, so now I need to reload. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to outline the mask first. We're going to outline the forehead and the mask, and then we're going to go back in with details. Sorry if I'm not looking directly at you, because I have to look at the mirror to make sure I'm doing it. So if that makes you feel better. I'm kind of looking at you, but I'm not. Alright, so let's start with the center of the nose, shall we? You're just going to follow the natural line that you already made, all the way up to where we want the knot. Like so. Alright. Whenever you lift up from a line, always go and reload. Reload. And then see how like I kind of have like a larger gap. I'm just going to take my brush and drop it a little harder. So the harder you push down the brush, the wider that line will be. Which sometimes is great and sometimes is not. In this case, it's great. I don't know why, but whenever I think of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, I think of Toys R Us. The good old days of our childhood. Toys R Us for kids nowadays are like Amazon. And it's like, no, there used to be a magical toy land where you used to go and play with all the toys. And it essentially was a babysitter because you could be there for hours. Yeah. And flip out, because remember, you're painting a mask, so it's stretching out to the side somewhere. Normally the knot would be in the back of your head, so you don't have to do the knot, but I always like adding the knot. So we're going to, for this knot, we're going to outline it in a circle, like so. And then we're going to add a line here, and then we're going to add a couple of lines here, because it's a knot. It's all tied up. It's all mischief. You could add just 2 lines and it'd be fine. However, I like to make it more complicated, but no one's going to know. But they are going to know that it's a knot. Because people, when their minds see things, they put 2 and 2 together to know what it is. And oh, snap. Oh, almost perfect. Baby hair's got in the way. Alright, that's okay though. So, there is our tie. It's probably bigger than it should be. I don't care. It's for me. This face painting is for me. And it's also for you. But I don't think you're going to mind if my face painting is a wee bit bigger. So now we're going to outline my nose. Tickles. So if you notice, I want to bud the cheek a little bit. Just past where my natural nose lines are. Try to do the best you can. People are going to see green and they're going to see blue. And they're going to be like, oh my gosh, you're a Ninja Turtle. Because our minds naturally put 2 and 2 together most of the time. Some aren't so blessed. But it's like if you have whiskers and pointy ears, most of the time you're going to be a cat. And people are going to be like, oh, look at the kitty. And you'll be like, no, I'm a bunny. And they're going to be like, I can see it. My bad. You know. Now, if I wanted to, I could add a couple of like turtley spots on the forehead, but I'm okay not doing that. Let me outline this side. Okay. If you want, you can outline your eye socket. Because I went a little too thick around mine, I'm not going to, but I am going to be doing line details. Alright, so if you see on my forehead, I have natural lines, so I'm just going to actually just follow that line. It's part of becoming older, being so expressive. Alright, now we're going to do our superhero eyebrows or villain eyebrows or aggressive eyebrows. We're just going to frown or scowl. And we are going to draw our natural lines. Like so. And always make sure that if you feel like you're not getting enough smoothness with your detail brush, go ahead and get it wet. Notice like up here, kind of looks like eyelashes. You squint. I always tell kids, I'm like, give me your angry face. And they do. And I try to outline their natural colors. And you can follow your regular eyebrows. I'm just doing right above mine. I already did my eye socket, or I can't help myself. I'm just gonna outline it on the blue, not on my skin. Oh, that's a Batman tune. I always did like the Ninja Turtles. They were happy. They didn't need a mansion. They didn't need fancy cars. They had a rundown minivan, and they needed pizza. No steak dinner for them. They just wanted pizza, a clubhouse, and a minivan. Like when I was a kid. Oh, sorry. That was the life. I kind of feel like it now because I have a minivan now. I should paint it like the Ninja Turtle one. That would be funny. Oh no. You guys know me, once I get started, I can't stop. Alright. And we are going to go like that. And then we're going to take this, dip it just a little bit. We don't want it running black. I'm just going to do, I want like a little line here. Or a little dot there. And a little dot right there. So you can find nostrils, or no. You don't have to do that part. Alright. We could lighten it up. Let's lighten her up. How do we lighten her up, you ask? With this. With white. Brilliant white. Alright. We just spiral. Or we just spritz and spiral. Spritz and spiral. Test it out on yourself first. Alright. It's good. And then you can put a highlighter, a highlight there. Because sometimes masks are very shiny. And then their foreheads are a little shiny. So we're gonna add some white up there. You could have stopped a while ago. This is just me. I'm gonna add a little shininess to the tops of their cheek, and we're gonna add a little roundness to their nose. Add a little thing to their knot. There you go. And because I feel like it's getting lost somewhere, we're just going to do right here. Okay, so this is our Ninja Turtle mask. Unclip those. We're gonna spritz our hair out. And this is how I'm going into my work meeting. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Yeah, the life. Pizza, clubhouse, so much fun. The only part that I don't care for them, is they're always walking around the sewage. I'm okay with never doing that. But you never know what life might throw at you. Adventures. Alright, well, that is it for right now. Later today, we are doing Minnie Mouse. So, if you guys would like to come back around noon, I will be doing Minnie Mouse. And it's going to be cute. And it's going to be fun if I don't mess up the bow. That's the only thing I'm afraid of, is messing up my bow. That's my downfall. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you like my Ninja Turtle. And be safe. Stay in if you can. I hope you guys have a great Wednesday morning. All right. Bye-bye, guys.